Hi everyone, it is Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am great. We had a really fun episode to record of the Powercat Podcast. It releases at 10 a.m. on Tuesday on YouTube with the premiere, 11 a.m. at GoPowercat. One of the topics we got into was, did K-State cut down to the 105 limit prematurely? And I know a lot of you have House versus NCAA fatigue and the House settlement fatigue. I get it, I do too. But originally the settlement was going to be a 105-man limit on football rosters. And K-State acted and cut some guys down before that transfer portal window closed so that guys could get in the portal and go somewhere else. Other schools didn't. It's a whole different topic in some ways. Go watch the podcast to catch up on that one because I had some pretty strong opinions. But this is more about how to handle that 105-man roster limit when it comes to pass. First, though, I got to remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't like the video, just keep it to yourself. And, of course, leave comments. We need more comments. That's the truth. We need more comments to get this algorithm rolling because it is broken. 105-man limit. The NCAA was told you could no longer limit the number of scholarships by this judge. Why? Nobody's really certain. I'm sure there's a great legal argument. So the NCAA responded by saying, okay, we're going to limit the number of roster spots, not scholarships. And if you want to offer 105 football scholarships, you can. Most schools are going to stick with 85 and 20 walk-ons. But then in the final settlement, in a late twist, that honestly most of us didn't see coming, now they're going to grandfather in the walk-ons, after most programs had to cut the walk-ons in spring football. This ruling comes out in June, and the portal was closed. It's nuts what is going on right now. So now walk-ons can come back and play through their career as a bonus spot to the 105-man roster. Okay, that's great. But that ship sailed, right? But how do we get around this in the future? Because the argument is 105 isn't enough. Some college kids simply physically aren't ready to play. Others get injured. Others want to sit out and physically mature. Well, first of all, I think college football, college basketball, all college sports should be 5 seasons to play 5 seasons. Maybe one medical hardship, so you get a 6th season if you miss an entirety of a season. But look, if you're going to limit scholarships, you have to let them use all their scholarships in action. But do you have enough to practice, to do everything you want to do? Probably not. How about college football replicates college women's basketball? Did you know that women's basketball has a practice squad? Yeah, they have a group of male students that come to practice every day to provide the women with a really good test, something more like they'll see in games because the guys are bigger, more physical and all that. It helps them get better. But those guys aren't eligible to play. They're not the right sex to start with, but that's a whole different topic. But they're just helpers. They just got to show up and play hoops. That's a pretty cool role, actually. It'd be kind of fun. Football, why can't you do that? And just keeping the same alignment, you got 10 guys show up, practice, do their thing, and they don't suit up, they don't play. And honestly, I don't think guys would want to do that, but there's an idea. The other idea is that the practice squad with injuries or departures, career-ending injuries or departures can be elevated to the 105-man. I think that would be a reward for these players that they would like. You get to show up at practice, you get to do all your stuff, and no, you don't get to suit up. You're not going to play. But if someone quits the team, leaves the team, or is injured and their career ends, you could get promoted to the roster. A lot of things going on. We'll see how it pans out. But I say practice squads for college football because 105, that's kind of pushing the limits. And I also say this house settlement's a joke. What a mess.